Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes? Okay, good. You never know. All right, well, welcome, and thank you for joining us on this incredibly meaningful day at Fairmont Junior Senior High School. My name is Becky Flores. I'm honored to be your MC this afternoon. Now, let's be honest. I'm mostly here because I gave birth to your keynote speaker. That's right, today I'm not just Natalie Flaherty's mom, I'm her unpaid publicist, chauffeur, hairstylist, and snack consultant. You're welcome, America. Thank you. But truly, this event isn't about one person. It's about what happens when the kindness and courage of many people grow into something lasting, like a sapling, just slightly less leafy. We are proud to be planting a living legacy of Anne Frank's spirit right here in Fairmont. This day has been made possible by the incredible generosity and heart of many. We'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the Anne Frank Center USA, the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam, Ambius, DeWar Electric, Midco, Steve Seifrid from Seifrid Portrait Design, our local celebrity, Drew and Kathy Shellpepper, Ad Manufacturing, and of course, Fairmont Elementary Choir, and our amazing grounds crew here at Fairmont Area Schools who have spent hours and hours caring for this sapling like it was their own child. So please give them all a warm round of applause. So to begin our program, I would like you all to please welcome someone who has led our school with vision and heart and who continues to be a champion for our students, Mr. Brian Grensteiner.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. All right, students, we are here for a very special day today, and so we want to make sure we show all of our community members, people from around the country who are here to support this great event, that we show those cardinal expectations and really just be respectful of this awesome event. So thank you in advance, everybody, for that. Appreciate you very much. All right, good afternoon, community members, staff, students, and honored guests. Today, we not only celebrate the achievements of our students, but to shine a light on the extraordinary impact that one individual can have on a community and truly beyond our community in the world. It's my honor to speak about Natalie Flaherty, a student who has taken a courageous and inspiring step forward in our collective journey toward understanding, compassion, and peace. Natalie is wise beyond her years. She has worked with unshakable dedication to bring a symbol of hope to our school, a sapling from the Anne Frank tree. Anne Frank once wrote, "How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world." Natalie has not waited. She saw the world not for just what it is, but what it could be, a world with more kindness, inclusion, and less hate. She has taken action. Through her efforts, 2 weeks ago, we planted that tree as a physical and deeply meaningful reminder of Anne Frank's courage. The tree represents resilience, truth, and the power of young voices to shape a brighter future. But more than the tree itself, it is the message behind it that matters most. This student has sparked conversations, encouraged reflection, and inspired others to stand for human dignity. She has reminded us that learning isn't only found in textbooks, it's in action, it's in empathy, in making room for every person to feel like they are enough. To Natalie, I want to say this. Your passion to stop hate, your drive to make the world better, and your commitment to sharing Anne Frank's legacy have deeply moved all of us. You've not only honored history, but you've become a part of it. And so for that, I say thank you. Thank you for your courage, your heart, and your leadership. You are proof that the future is bright because it holds people like you in it. Let this tree and your legacy grow strong and tall, reminding generations of students that kindness, truth, and love will always have deep roots here in Fairmont, Minnesota. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Grensteiner. We have a little kind of surprise insert in our program. So on behalf of Senator Amy Klobuchar, please welcome Chuck Ackman, the Senior Regional Outreach Director.
Senator Klobuchar, I'm taller. Senator Klobuchar was unable to make it today, so she did send this letter, so I'll read the letter from Senator Klobuchar on such a great day. Thank you for the invitation to join you today for this historic planting of the Anne Frank tree sapling at the high school. Anne Frank's tragic story is one we all always keep in our hearts as we join Natalie in her fight against hate. While I'm unable to join you in person, I want to take this opportunity to recognize Natalie Flaherty. I am so impressed by her determination and vision, as I know that we all are. The incredible honor today places Fairmont in rare company in the United States to receive a sapling from the original tree outside of the Seacrest Annex where Anne Frank and her family hid during World War II. Other locations include the U.S. Capitol, the 9/11 Memorial, the United Nations headquarters in New York, and prominent Holocaust memorials. Fairmont has successfully secured its place among some of the most respected commemorative sites in America. Excuse me. This chestnut tree sapling is a living symbol of hope, resilience, and remembrance. And I want to thank Natalie and all those involved in the sapling's journey in making this moment happen here in Fairmont. Again, thank you for the invitation and congratulations on this esteemed honor. I am honored to represent you in the United States Senate. Sincerely, Amy Klobuchar, U.S. Senate.
All these people are taller than me, so we'll get it. All right, thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you. Please welcome for the readings Citlali Olson, J.C. Grensteiner, and Audrey Haugen.
Wednesday, February 23rd, 1944. Peter was busy cleaning up. He finished quickly and came to where I was sitting on my favorite spot on the floor. The two of us looked out at the blue sky, the bare chestnut tree glistening in the dew. And we were so moved and entranced we couldn't speak. As long as this exists, I thought, this sunshine, this cloudless sky, and as long as I can enjoy it, how can I be sad?
Tuesday, April 18th, 1944. Dearest Kitty, everything's fine here. Last night the carpenter came again to put some sheets of iron over the door panels. The longer the war lasts, the harder it is to imagine being liberated from this place. After a mild winter, we've been having a beautiful spring. April is glorious. Not too hot and not too cold, with occasional light showers. Our chestnut tree is in leaf, and here and there you can already see a few small blossoms.
Saturday, May 1944, my dearest Kitty. Yesterday was Father's birthday, Father and Mother's 19th wedding anniversary, a day without the cleaning lady. And the sun was shining as it's never shone before. In 1944, our chestnut tree is in full bloom. It's covered with leaves and even more beautiful than last year.
Thank you, Sitlali, JC, and Audrey. Isn't it amazing how the words of a teenager written in hiding more than 80 years ago can still speak directly to us today and reminds us that even in the darkest moments, light and hope can endure. Our next guests have dedicated their careers to ensure that Holocaust education continues to open minds and build understanding across communities. Please welcome Susie Greenberg, Director of Holocaust Education, and Steve Hunnigs, Executive Director with the Jewish Community Relations Council.
It is a true privilege to be here to honor both the legacy of Anne Frank and the chestnut tree outside her window. I also want to shine light on the incredible efforts of Natalie Flaherty and the support of the Fairmont community. By educating and creating awareness around the dangers and consequences of unchecked hate and abuse of power that befell 6 million Jews during the Holocaust, we confront prejudice in all its forms and strive for a more inclusive and tolerant society. There is a Hebrew word I would like to teach you. The word is neshama. It means soul. There is thought that every created entity possesses a soul, or a neshama, that it exists not just in a human being, but also in animals and in plants. The soul is said to be the force that gives life to a living thing and makes it unique. It is this neshama that connects it to the rest of the universe. We know the soul of a tree can go so deep and wide that the roots often mingle and twist with the roots of a neighboring tree. And in that way, they're sharing the power and the spirit and the strength of their growth. I think this depth of life is what Anne Frank had too. She unknowingly reached out and has mingled with so many millions of people and shared her idea of neshama, of spirit, of hope, of the promise of a brighter future. Even in the most restrictive conditions, she was able to reflect on human nature and develop a profound capacity for empathy. She had the remarkable ability to go beyond her immediate circumstances and understand others' viewpoints, imparting a powerful lesson in compassion. This sapling really conveys those same ideas. As it grows taller and its roots go deeper, it will foster Anne's ideals. It will bring hope and wisdom. It will emit strength. It will chronicle events and will be a witness to new history as it develops. By educating our future leaders, they too will grow and spread their roots. They'll gain the ability to understand the effects of stereotyping, indifference, and bigotry. It is our communal obligation to assist our young people to grow into responsible citizens who can recognize and prevent injustices. Both the sapling and Anne Frank's enduring legacy encourage us to reflect on our own lives as well as the broader communities we are a part of, fostering a deeper understanding of humanity, resilience, and the indomitable power of hope. It has been written that despite living in constant fear and confined conditions, Anne never lost her belief in a brighter future. She had faith in the goodness of people and the world outside her attic prison. Today marks an opportunity for us all to reflect on our individual and collective responsibilities and help us become more aware of our connections with something larger than ourselves, to refresh our own neshama.
Good afternoon, everyone. Can everyone hear me? Thank you, Susie. Thank you, Lisa Ferrier, also my JCRC colleague. And I wanted to say huge thanks to Mayor Bartz, Superintendent Tretow, Principal Grant Steiner, Becky, everyone that's here today. Special shout out to Joe Eggers from the Center for Holocaust and Genocide Studies at the University of Minnesota, a great colleague in many of the work that we do together. The entire Fairmont community, everyone that's here today, Dr. Lauren Barnes' father from Anne Frank Center, United States of America. It is truly a privilege to be in everyone's presence today. In Jewish tradition, Natalie, thank you for everything that you've done. It's an absolutely amazing story. We say that a metaphor, a word for the Bible is Eitz Chaim in Hebrew, tree of life, tree of life. It is said that the tree of life supports us all. And what have you done? You've brought a tree of life, maybe the ultimate tree of life, from the Anne Frank house, from the annex here, so that it may grow in the ground of Minnesota. So thank you very much. Let's applaud Natalie for everything she's done. I heard your wonderful principal talk about history, and I heard JC, when she was reading the excerpt from the Anne Frank diary, talk about liberation. And I want to bring those points home to us because it's 80 years now since the end of the war. VE Day, 80 years ago, just celebrated on May 7th, a couple weeks ago. People should know what it took in our country to destroy Nazi Germany, right on the battlefield and other ways. It took the fact that 16 million Americans were under arms in 1945 out of a population of 130 million people. It took the fact that there were 300,000 Minnesotans under arms, 8,000 who died in the line of duty for our country. Think about that for a second. And now think about Martin County for a second. Population 24,000 in 1940. 36 residents of Martin County died in combat in World War II. Think about that. These were your neighbors, your relatives, your friends, doing their part to secure democracy and make life safer for us and protect our freedoms abroad. If you look at the Martin County Historical Society, under World War II, the names of the 36 go from Donald Abel to Francis Weatherly. From Donald Abel to Francis Weatherly. Maybe they're your relatives, maybe they're your friends. But in doing a little bit of research about that, I found that Donald Abel was a member of the Congregational Church of Grenada, a UCC church. 41 church members were in the service during the Second World War. 41 church members. That tells you what it took for our community and our nation to survive. Francis Weatherly was killed in action October 13, 1944 in Belgium. He was laid to rest at the André Chapelle American Cemetery there. He won a Purple Heart for his bravery in battle. So when you think about everything that you think about today or see today, think about Donald Abel, think about Francis Weatherly, 80 years after the end of World War II, because the reason we're here today is because of the bravery and because of everything that people in this country, in Minnesota, and in Martin County did to secure our freedom. You might note that when you read the Anne Frank diary, she talks about D-Day because they were able to hear about details of D-Day. She talks about planes flying overhead, Allied warplanes, etc. And of course, these were the people who were coming to try to liberate her. Unfortunately, it never happened because the family was betrayed and they perished in Bergen-Belsen except for the father. But let's keep in mind what it was for this country, our country, and all of the allies to secure our freedom for all of us. And Natalie, you're a direct descendant of those efforts with everything that you're doing. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to Fairmont. Thank you to my JCRC colleagues. And it was a real pleasure and honor to be here today.
Thank you both. That was truly meaningful and a powerful reminder of why we're here today. And now, we are honored to welcome a dear friend. As CEO of the Anne Frank Center USA, she has made it her life's work to carry Anne Frank's voice into classrooms and communities across the country. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Lauren Bairnsfather.
Well, just looking out at this crowd is an incredible experience. I want to thank everyone from Fairmont for the warm welcome that you have given this tree. It took so much effort from so many people to make this come together and make it happen. Rarely do we have an auditorium full of students when we dedicate these trees, and it's really for all of you. At the Anne Frank Center USA, we believe in the power of young people to change the world. And we say that it's our mission to inspire young people to become change makers. Well, I don't need to make you a change maker, Natalie. You already are. You already are, right? So being here, I can see how the young people are leading and the adults are supporting the young people, and there's a reciprocity here. It's the kind of community where change happens, where beautiful and positive things grow. I would like to thank everyone I've met here over the day. It's only been a day that I've spent here, but there are so many of you, and I'll certainly leave someone out. But I do want to acknowledge the men at the Valonia Tree Nursery in Valonia, Indiana. They're listed on the back of your program. Thank you for doing that. Out of passion and love for Anne Frank and her trees, they continue to grow more trees from the original tree that grew in Amsterdam. And their work has made it possible for us to plant, with this one, 20 trees in the United States, with one more to go in Spokane, Washington next month. So it'll be 21, and you have the 20th. I'm also so excited that here with me has been my very best friend, Lori McHargue from Ambius. Ambius is the company that transported the 4 trees that we're planting this year. It is a labor of love to make sure that these delicate trees make it to their new homes in perfect health, and we went straight to the tree when we arrived yesterday. It looks amazing. It's going to do so well here. It's a Northern European tree, so I think the Minnesota winter will agree with it just fine. So I've gotten to share this experience with Lori, and it absolutely means the world to me that I get to be here with you. Thank you so much. Usually at these dedications, I read something from the diary. You don't need me to do that. You all read so beautifully the 3 places where Anne Frank wrote about the tree that meant so very much to her, and nature meant a lot to her too. She has a second group of published readings. She wrote all the time. She did nothing but write, and what survived was published as the diary that many of us read and know so well. There's a second publication called Tales from the Secret Annex, where there are more of her words about nature. And she talked about nature giving her strength and courage to face the day and to face what she was experiencing. So I hope that your tree will give all of you courage and will help you to continue to do the miraculous things that you're doing here in beautiful Fairmont. And Natalie, you are a marvel. I'll share briefly the story of my meeting Natalie. I know we're all eager to hear from her. She is our keynote speaker today. Last year, we planted a tree in Omaha, Nebraska, and Natalie and her family drove down to Omaha. That's where we met. And you know, sometimes you meet people and they're like your instant family. That's how this was. It was just an instant connection. It happened immediately. They had a number of people reading at this tree dedication at the College of St. Mary, and it included esteemed community members, people from the university. I said a few words. It was a very windy day, and everyone's pages are flying everywhere, and we're diving for them, and it wasn't that dignified. Natalie got up, and her pages were laminated. She set them on the podium. They didn't move at all. And she made her beautiful remarks, and many of the adults, including me, we were very happy that we went before her so that we didn't look so bad if we'd gone after her. So, Natalie, what you're doing is so inspiring, and that Anne's words spoke to you when you were so young. You're still young, but you were even younger than you are now. And you saw in them inspiration to make change where you are, to inspire your friends, to inspire your parents, without whom it would not have been possible for you to do so much and accomplish so much at your young age. And I'm just excited that I get to be part of it. So thank you for welcoming me and wanting the tree. And again, to everyone who made this happen, everyone who is here today. Can't wait to come back. So thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Bairnsfather. That was inspiring, and I think that we're all standing a little taller just from hearing your words. And now it's time for our keynote speaker. Full disclosure, she's had more rehearsals, note cards, and "Mom, please stop asking me if I'm nervous" moments than she probably wants to admit. But more importantly, she is a sixth grader who has shown that age is no limit when it comes to making a difference. She's the president of the Kindness Club, an Everyday Young Hero, and Anne Frank Humanitarian Award recipient. Please help me welcome your keynote speaker, my daughter, Natalie Flaherty.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here today for this very special moment. My name is Natalie Flaherty, and I'm a sixth grade student here in Fairmont. The importance of today is hard to put into words. We're here to celebrate something small, but mighty, a sapling, a new life, planted in honor of a life lived so beautifully before it. Today, we celebrate a tree, but this isn't just any tree. This little sapling has a powerful history and an even greater message. It's a descendant of the very same tree Anne Frank saw from her window, the one that gave her hope when the world outside seemed dark and unfair. Some of you might already know Anne's story, and some of you might be hearing about her for the first time today. Anne Frank was just 13 when her life changed forever. She and her family had to go into hiding just because of their religion. For more than 2 years, Anne lived in a small attic. No going outside, no running around, no TikTok. Okay, there wasn't TikTok back then, but still, imagine being stuck indoors without even that. And yet, even in those tough times, Anne found hope. She wrote in her diary about her dreams for a better world. She found strength in her family, joy in small moments, and comfort in a single chestnut tree outside her window. That tree reminded her that even in hard times, life goes on. Even when things seem unfair, there's still beauty in the world. Anne never got to see freedom again. She didn't get to grow up, chase her dreams, or see the world change. But her words lived on. Her diary has been read by millions around the globe, and her message still inspires us today. And now, so does this tree. This tree is here in Fairmont because of a simple but powerful idea, that we all have the power to stand up against hate. For the past few years, I've been sharing a message inspired by what Anne believed, that kindness, courage, and taking action can truly change the world. With a little bracelet that says, "I stand with Anne, put a stop to hate," that message has traveled to all 50 states and 49 countries. I'm still working on a few. People have worn these bracelets, shared them, and used them as a reminder to be an upstander, not a bystander, to speak up when someone's being treated unfairly, to choose kindness over cruelty, and to make the world a little more awesome. I've also had the chance to work with organizations that are all about remembering history and helping people stand up for what's right. This tree was awarded to Fairmont area schools by the Anne Frank Center USA as part of that mission, to remind us that even one person, no matter how young, can make a difference. Planting this tree isn't just about remembering the past. It's also about shaping the future. We all have a responsibility to help make the world a better place, to speak up against hate, and to treat others with respect and kindness. This tree will grow right here in Fairmont, just like we'll grow. It will stand tall, just like we must stand tall for what's right. It will remind us every day that our words, our choices, and our actions matter. So when you walk past this tree in the years to come, I hope you remember Anne. I hope you remember what she taught us, and I hope you ask yourself, what kind of world do I want to grow? 80 years after Anne's death, we are the lucky ones to be standing here with a living piece of her story. The question is, will we listen to her now? Will we carry her message of honesty and hope forward? Do you see what I'm getting at? Just like a tree, kindness needs to be planted. Like its roots, acceptance must run deep. And like its branches, we need to reach for a future where everyone is treated with respect and dignity. And believe that, despite everything, people are truly good at heart. Let's prove it right. Let's be truly good people. This is our chance to make sure Anne's story and the stories of so many others are never forgotten. It's our chance to create a history we're proud of. I can't wait to grow alongside all of you, with the branches of this tree sitting tall above us, reminding us that we too can stand tall against hate. Thank you.
Well, I know I'm a little biased, but wow. If she runs for city council next week, I expect
For Fairmont and far beyond. And whereas the city of Fairmont recognizes the vital importance of educating future generations about the dangers of hate and the value of being upstanding individuals who speak out and act in defense of others, and whereas the planting of the Anne Frank tree and the observance of the Stand with Anne Day will serve as a lasting reminder of the values we cherish as a community: compassion, unity, respect, and the courage to do things right. Now, therefore, be it resolved that I, Mayor Lee Seabarts, do hereby proclaim May 29th, 2025 in the city of Fairmont Stand with Anne Day, and encourage all residents to honor this day by embracing acts of kindness, standing against hate, and helping build more compassionate and united community and the world. So, thank you. And one last thing here, I have the proclamation, and then I will give Natalie one of my mayor's coins for the city of Fairmont. So thank you very much. Great job.
All right, thank you, Mayor Bartz. We are grateful for your support and commitment to making Fairmont a place where kindness and courage are truly valued. And now, to honor this moment through music, please welcome the Fairmont Elementary School Choir with a beautiful performance of Be a Light. Wasn't that wonderful? And would you believe they actually only rehearsed 4 times? So big shout out to the choir, some of whom may have been bribed with popsicles, but you would never know from that performance. So as we come to the end of today's ceremony, I want to thank each and every one of you, our students, families, guests, and community members for being part of this powerful day. We have representatives from across the U.S. and even a few university professionals who we really appreciate taking the time out of their busy schedules to be here today. The sapling we honor today is more than a tree. It's a promise that here in Fairmont, we will continue to honor courage, nurture compassion, and raise up the next generation of leaders, whether they are 6 or 60. And now to close out the ceremony, please welcome someone who has been a driving force to help make Ann's Tree possible in our community, Superintendent Andy Trado.
An important thank you goes out to everyone for being here today on this momentous occasion. For those of you that travel a long distance or a short distance, your presence here is felt and it matters. Thank you to Anne Frank Center USA for this meaningful work and everyone associated with that organization. And thank you to Natalie for taking a step forward in leading this important work. Our school's vision statement has woven into it themes of acceptance, inclusion, and celebration of our differences. And this project aligns directly with those visionary statements. So when we were approached as a school district with this opportunity, the decision was very easy. We asked how we could be involved, how we could collaborate, and how we could make this happen. Thank you to all those that have worked up front and behind the scenes to bring this reminder of hope, of kindness, and the importance of our choices and the things that we can do to end hate in our world. As we conclude today, we hope that each time every one of you drives by the school, walks through the prairie, views this tree, and takes a moment to pause, to remember what it symbolizes, to remember the honor that it establishes for our students, for our communities, and the great opportunity that all of us have for generations to come to take action, to make decisions that support one another, that stand up for the people that need it the most, to put an end to hate, to accept each other, and to celebrate kindness in every choice that we make. Thank you again. We hope that you move forward as you leave here today to go out and make a difference, to spread kindness, and to remember that we all stand with Anne. Thank you. So at this time, as we leave here today, all of you are invited to view the tree as it's planted on the southeast corner of the building. Community members, you are invited to drive around the building and use the service road on the east side as a parking area. Representatives, Natalie, her family, everyone will be there to answer any questions, to view the actual tree that will be there for years and years to come. Students, you're invited as well at the discretion of your teachers. I think the most efficient way will be for you to walk along the outside of the building and then head over just east of the greenhouse to view the tree. Again, thank you for being here today, and we hope to see you all outside here in a few moments.